Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna call this an unboxing video or perhaps an unsleeving or unenveloping. Excuse me, unenveloping. But I'm gonna have to be quick about this, and it isn't my strength because I do like to. I'm a little long-winded, but anyway, these are some goodies, some gaming goodies that I'm hoping to feature on the channel in the near future, or at least not too distant future. Maybe not necessarily in the near future, but I got these from a print shop, a local print shop, and they usually do good prints. I've not seen any of this yet. This is a genuine unboxing. Not saying that others necessarily aren't. I have no proof either way, but you'll probably be able to read in my reaction if I end up uploading these if I'm disappointed in any of this at all. Hopefully, I won't be. It's difficult having to dictate printing instructions in a language that isn't my first, but and actually, truth be told, what's on top here that I just printed out in black and white, I am aware of what this is. Basically, I splurge where I see it fit to splurge, and then I just I keep it simple on things. Anyway, let me flip that over actually for a first impression. So this is a score. What this here is a score sheet for Statis Pro Hockey, and so I printed a bunch of stuff here. I guess I don't have to show it all one by one, but some Statis Pro stuff. I didn't print there's one of the game components file. There's some color chips there at the end, and I thought about printing them out on thicker paper, but normally I have my own markers that I use for the game, and I think anyone who plays the game, Brian himself is probably quite aware of that. This right here, actually, before I get to more Statis Pro stuff, is the 1948-49 season for the game Deck of Cards Hockey. And again, it won't be in the immediate future, but I assure you in the not too distant future, because I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying doing these videos, actually. And actually, I have to try to be a little more personable, I think, in my videos. I want to take a moment before I forget to just to say thank you to anybody who's checked my videos out, commented, especially if you've subscribed or liked, and just given me any encouragement whatsoever. It certainly does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this actually. If I sound like right now I'm in a hurry, it's because I do have to get back to work soon, but I was just too eager. I wanted to look at some of this stuff. This is for shootout hockey. Again, I could have, there's normally a little color there and I could have printed it, but I thought, save a few hundred won, so like 30 or 40 cents for, just printing it black and white. These are the reserves. This is the shootout 2018 and 19 season. I will show the color prints here in a moment, but I'm thinking about with this series actually doing it, or with this season and set, doing games by request. I'm not sure if that's something that anyone would be interested in, but I'll make a video actually, and I'm thinking of doing a video games by request. So in other words, instead of doing a longer term project with this season, I think what I'll do are a bunch of one-off games and just sort of, let me know the matchup, let me know who should be at home and who's on the road, or whatever the home and away team. I could even do like a one-on-one series or small short series with them. This year I had printed double-sided. This is the Statis Pro instructions book that you get with the game. I've already read through it on a screen, but I thought, sometimes I like tactile things. So yeah, I just thought I'll staple that eventually. I'm sure you needed to know that. And the charts as well, I could have gone with the color print. It's like a gray-blue color here, but that's how it would normally appear. But again, stuff like that, I'm just as content to go with black and white and save a few cents on it. Now, where I do like to splurge a little, because these were not cheap, this came to, in fact, I think I have it in my pocket. Here, for what it's worth, if anyone's curious or interested, this is a Korean receipt, 27,000 Korean won. That's about... goodness, that'd be about $30 or more Canadian right now, and I don't know, in the States maybe 23, 25 bucks US. Do not quote me on those totals, they are probably off, but there it is. So this is and this is the sort of the reason why I pulled the trigger on getting this game actually. I'm really eager to do a season with the 1924-25 Hamilton Tigers. I think it's an excellent odd footnote in the history of the National Hockey League. They finished first overall that season, but rather than play for the Stanley Cup, all their players went on strike. There's a total, in my opinion, like an 8-man out kind of element to this season and this team, and so I'm going to learn the game and play through the season. There's no guarantees that they will finish first overall when I do replay it, but it's just a 30-game season and it's only with 6 teams. And one of those 6 teams here, the Boston Bruins, these are really nice little cards. And again, this is on, the paper grades are a little different. I think this is on 200 grade paper. It's what I get most of my prints on when I go to this particular shop. I would ideally like it to be a little thicker if I'm being honest, but when I try to go 220 or 240 at the shop, I get odd looks from them and reluctance, even though they've done that for me before, at least more than once. But I go to them for my own game designs as well. When I print things to play test, I'm working on a few of my own games, and so I've gone to this print shop several times. I think that's also 200. So, of course, the Montreal Canadiens, their logo from the 24-25 season. And you have teams like the defunct teams, Montreal Maroons, the original incarnation of the Ottawa Senators. They've since revisited putting that logo on their jerseys. The Toronto St. Pats, I'm quite excited about this. I have to learn the game first, though. And goaltenders and a few extra player cards, which I may or may not use. And then we get to shootout hockey. So this is, I think I printed off this 47-48 season. I think there was something there about the player trades that I had to. But anyway, these are the color prints for those season teams. And again, normally I go a little thicker, but I think this will be fine. Not only that, but actually once you cut them, they feel a little thicker than when they're loose on the page like this. So this is the 1947-48 season. I just completed, recently I completed a 1946-47 season replay. Some videos discussing that are up in the channel. And so I want to try 47-48 with shootout hockey. I've not done a straight season replay with shootout. I normally just match the great teams of the past and various things. And oh, you know what? I have to be being completely honest. I forgot about this. So keep in mind with what you are about to see. This is it's incomplete. It is well, it's a game that I'm designing actually. It's a simple hockey game. But when you see numbers and figures and things like that on this game board, do not take this as gospel. This is very much subject to change. It's just that, I don't know, I need something that's a little more legitimate looking, I guess, even for test playing. So anyway, here it is. This, I'm thinking of calling it I Play Hockey, which is short for Impact Play. This is one of 3 hockey games that I'm working on. This is a very simple play game. I'm not going to get into explaining it right now. If anybody sees this and they're interested in it, or maybe if I feel further interest in it after this, I might do a video on this in the near future. Anyway, normally actually I would get this laminated or coated. Actually, kind of, to be honest, I'm a little less than satisfied with this with my own. I kind of wanted it to appear a little bigger on the page, but that's totally cool. Right now with the COVID-19 and everything, actually, I can't really go into the print shop and interact with them more about specifically what I want. Again, they are quite good at what they do. They are printers and publishers. I've seen some pretty professional looking projects come out of that shop. So it might be a little pricey, but at least locally, like, it's good quality and good value for your money. And anyway, what was I going to say there? I lost my train of thought. I wasn't in a position where I could be a little bit more specific about this one, I guess. And these are really, really small team player cards. I really only printed these for the goalies. And again, these are not set in stone, etched in stone ratings. And this is all deliberately very simple stuff. This is a very simple play game, a fast play game that I've been looking at, working on. So yeah, I honest to goodness completely forgot that was hidden there in the pack. That's some of my own stuff that I have been working on, but I'll shut up about that for the time being and show once again, aforementioned, this is the 2018-19 NHL season. And again, I'll mention it once more. I'm planning not on doing a project with this, but rather I'll just take games by request. With that being said, probably I've got to get the Canadiens and Paul Byron involved at some point. He is my favorite active player in the NHL right now. So I'll have to get that on the go here shortly. I think that's everything. I'm going to flip through these here quickly. No, it is not. I like this too. They have pink dividers actually in between different print projects that they did there. So there you go. New Jersey Devils. They're the final team. It was 2018-19 Devils against everyone. I think that was 2017-18 actually. Real good late season run there for the New Jersey Devils. So, oops. That was unintentional. I didn't mean to show off my own stuff there again. These are the Statis Pro fast action cards. I'll probably use the flipper actually. I don't know. I like to have options, so I kind of wanted to do both. So I printed off the fast action cards, But again, I think I skimped on the final 5 and the, oh no, I didn't, in the red. Well, that's interesting. Maybe they overcharged then because I did request black and white for this. But again, when you're working and dealing in a language that isn't your first, maybe there was some miscommunication there. I'm not going to worry too much about it either way. Overall, I'm quite satisfied with this. I've gone through them before. And if I have an issue with anything that they've done, I've also gone back to them and they've taken care of me quite well. So anyway, this is, I guess, the first sort of unboxing for the channel. I like it when I see other people do unboxing videos, and so I just thought I'd try one of my own here because I just got this stuff under an hour ago, and I do have to get back to work, but if I didn't do this now, I'd have to wait another 8 or 9 hours or so at least, probably even longer before doing something like this. So I wanted to take a quick look at this stuff before I headed back to work. Anyway, anything like, liking or commenting or subscribing or clicking that notification bell or sharing or anything like that, it's all greatly appreciated. It's never expected, but it is greatly appreciated. I was thinking about this actually as I was walking to the shop, like, a mission statement of sorts. Like, I really want to get more, give hockey gaming, tabletop hockey gaming more of a foothold on YouTube. And so I guess, in order to do that, it would be nice maybe to have a few more subscribers than a dozen, but I'm incredibly grateful for the dozen subscribers that I do have. The number of views that I am getting, I think is fantastic and awesome. Even if you're just checking it out for a couple of seconds or whatever out of curiosity, it does all count for something, and I'm very grateful for it. So anyway, one thing when I make videos is I never quite know how to wrap them up. So I guess in keeping in line with some of how I've wrapped up some more recent videos on this channel, I'll just say that that's definitely enough out of me for now, and bye for now.